Sometimes you gotta let that fucking spout open up and shit crack-a-lax.
Well, it's weird as I can drink about 1,000 iced teas and not have to piss.
But water cleans you right the fuck out. Yeah, that's what it's
just-
supposed to do. It's a natural.
Shit's a fucking.
So, what was the band that you went on tour with other bands with? That's this one here, Blacktop.
Yeah,
Two-Lane Blacktop.
It was a combination of Two-Lane Blacktop and then my solo career, Dean Delray. That record right there, you were talking about Sheryl Crow. Linda Perry signed me, signed the band to Interscope from Four Non Blondes, who now, she wrote some of the biggest songs for Pink and Christina Aguilera. But remember, she had that, "What's Going On?"
Yeah.
So that's her label there, Rockstar Records. And we did a record with Bill Bottrell, who did those Sheryl Crow first 2 records. And then the band disintegrated, and I went solo. And from there on, just played nonstop rock and roll, man. Like Springsteen style, Black Crowes, that kind of music.
No AC/DC? You got a tattoo of Bon Scott? You didn't do a little soul strip or nothing?
When I was young, I did a tribute to Bon every year on the day he died called The Church of Bon Scott. Every year, do an entire AC/DC run every year. But that would be pretty much my AC/DC. Early on, I would play one song a gig. Usually it was Jailbreak. Gonna make a J. That's a great one, right? Last week I played with Marin at the Baked Potato. Remember I told you to come, and I did Let There Be Rock with the band. That was awesome. First time I sang with the band in years since I started comedy. 5, 6, 7 years.
That's one of my all-time favorite albums is Power Rage.
Yeah, that's a great
one. Of my all-time favorite fucking albums. I always steal from radio stations out of respect. When they leave me in a room for a while and I see they got AC/DC, if they got Power Rage, it's going home with Papa. I love Let There Be Rock. Highway to Hell, people just don't get it. This new generation of life just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
To me, Walk All Over You and Touch Too Much, Bon Scott is just sensational, but Angus fucking takes over. I mean, just Power Rage. I remember we were talking about Things from England because the first AC/DC album came in 2 different albums. So the American one doesn't have Soul Stripper on it. It only came out in Australia or the UK. So we would have to go up there. That's what we were talking about with Rudy. Rudy's good friends with them.
Right.
It's in Jersey where we're from. Rudy's went to Memorial. So there's a store, Things from England, and I went there. I could call him and say, I need 2 tickets for Ozzy. And he would get me the 2 tickets.
Right.
And you paid him a vig, whatever the fuck it was. But I just love everything AC/DC. Do I like Brian Johnson? I tolerate Back in Black.
Right.
I don't like listening to it anymore because you had to be around in 1980. I heard that album at every party. That was it. There was a time where every place you went, dun 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 dun.
All you women!
And I would lose my fuck. I can't hear it. When I'm listening to a radio and I hear Back in Black, for 2 minutes I get happy, then I switch it.
Yeah.
You want to impress me, bitch? Put on Problem Child.
Yeah,
put on Squealer. Put on fucking Rock and Roll Dalmatian. Anything but that fucking Back in Black album. For those who suck the cock, we salute you. Again, I shoplifted that album from Pathmark in North
I
Bergen.
love that record, man.
I like 2 songs. It was funny because once I started doing my thing when I was like 19, I got less and less into the concerts. But I saw everybody. I seen the Scorpions and Rainbow.
Yeah.
I saw the Scorpions. Was it with Rainbow the one year in '82? Blackout.
On the Blackout album? I saw that tour, but Jovi opened. At my tour,
really?
on like a 7800 Fahrenheit or whatever, his first record.
Yeah.
They had that song.
Runaway.
Yeah. Ooh, she's a little runaway.
That was,
they opened on that.
Never saw Bon Jovi.
Wow, I've seen him 3 times. It's funny because Jovi gets a lot of flack and stuff, but fuck, man, those songs. He wrote a lot of songs. You know what I mean? And he's kind of like a survivor. He took some shit job as a janitor at the studio and then tracked at night in it and wrote that Runaway song and then fucking came out and worked it, and It's funny when you're on the road like you, and you go to these towns, or I've been all around the world, you go to these cities like where Def Leppard's from or Jovi, and you're like, hey man, these fucking guys came out of here. You know what I mean? Like, how? Like when I go to Sheffield, England, and think Def Leppard was in this old shit steel town, and they played rock.
Where's Judas Priest from? Same place with Sabbath, this one.
Yeah, same thing, you know.
I forget.
Like Birmingham.
Birmingham,
England,
like, yeah.
And they describe those places. And then you go, even right now, if you go to fucking Birmingham, you're like, this place is a dump. You know, they got out of here, and they fucking made it, man. We're not talking about a band that started in New York or L.A. We're talking about some fucking toenail on the continent, and they got out. It's so weird to me, you know, when you play the Stone Pony, and you go, this is like Bruce Land right here. You know, and you're in Asbury Park, and it's like an old shit rundown amusement park that's gone with a faded Pee-wee golf there.
It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy, and there's nothing there. It looks like atomic bomb went off, except Stone Pony and then a couple things. You go, wait, this is Asbury Park?
I only went to the Stone Pony one time, but I used to go to the Asbury Park Convention Center.
Yeah.
I think I saw Priest there one time.
That place right there on the wall.
Oh,
yeah, that place is great, right?
In fact, Jim Florentine tells a great story on Metal Midgets about going to see Leopard there. And I went to that concert. For a while, you would go to concerts, somebody would always light a smoke bomb.
Yeah.
And people would freak out. And he told the story about lighting a smoke bomb and running out. It was him, and they threw him out. And he had red eyes. He had to call his mother because he was 14. That was us. Concerts were the biggest release, you know?
They were, man. Without them, I'm dead.
And now I don't
no
go,
doubt
and I
about it.
feel fucking terrible. My wife had tickets for me to go see Nine Inch Nails and whatever, but I had surgery the next day, and I was like, fuck. And I wanted to go, but I thought about the Hollywood Bowl, and it's a fucking hike up hills, and you got a fucking park on the bottom, and here I am with a busted meniscus walking up a fucking hill, and then if you got to pee, God forbid, you got to walk down the hill and pee and walk back up the fucking hill. I went to see the Stones there. I left after 3 songs.
I was on that tour.
I was smoking cigarettes, and I had a monkey in my pocket.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the Stones. I watched 3 songs. I love them to death. I had already seen them in 78 and 81. I was like, you know what? Enough. I'm out.
Some Girls Tattoo You.
Some Girls Tattoo
great.
You.
Great albums, man.
Some Girls in Philly.
Yeah, they recorded that.
With Foreigner.
Yeah, with who? Foreigner. Yeah.
Foreigner.
Fucking great.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.